2 people showed up to my last stream, and neither one of them told me I was only recording part of the screen. I got most of it in there, but they were just it wasn't quite the little bit off the bottom, and they were kind of over this way. But I don't know how that happened. I tested if this were working twice on 2 different days and 2 different occasions. One thing I forgot to say before I started last time, I probably should have. Difficulty level. Beginner halves the armor and firing accuracy of every enemy. Experienced is a bigger jump than this. It's normal enemies, but there's less of them. I think they have slightly boosted stats because the difficulty system's a bit weird. Everyone's got a 1 to 3% boost in every stat, so it's basically nothing. From here, you're basically just increasing the amount of aliens per mission, which is, on average, it makes it harder, but you get more money and stuff because they drop more gubbins and corpses. We already started a game, and now we'll be able to see in full screen. Can you see? I'm actually checking this on the preview. I can see the lowest point of the screen with my cursor. That's a good sign. All right. We are going to wait for it to be day before we do this mission. Have we got? Yeah. Good enough. I think we got more people on the way. A couple of people had a problem. The last mission didn't go very well, did it? But part of what I want people to see, if they ever see this video or stream, is that you don't have to be super serious about the game. You can have bad missions and still go on to win. Which is what we're going to do, obviously. You know, you can have some accidents. What happened there, by the way, was I blew up so many civilians at the start of the mission that I started thinking, oh, they're basically all dead now. I can do what I like. And then that led to more accidents. I've also thought about the medkit issue. I forgot to take them off the Sky Ranger, but I have considered the medkit issue. Do I use medkits? And I've come to the conclusion that medkits don't explode. I think my microphone might be a little... Okay, I've just solved that by just touching it. We can load for this mission. I was unloading all the weapons because of mind control. There is not mind control on this mission. Also, the heavy cannons all ran out of bloody ammo. So that's something we want to look at. I think I want more heavy cannons and maybe even auto cannons, even though they are kind of joke weapons, for these missions, because you gotta go inside on these ones. And we may be ill-equipped for that. Oh, yeah. No, you've got 20 strength. I don't know if I should actually just give these people rockets off the bat. Give them grenades. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using proxy grenades either. I'll bring a few of them with me, see if they change my mind. They're good. They're just... I'll show you some proxy grenade stuff. The thing about proxy grenades, they're very in keeping with the theme. They are grenades, they do explode. The only way to turn them off is to explode them before they can explode. First turn, all the enemies have full-time units, and you will not coming out onto the ramp. You're also very exposed if you come out onto the ramp. You want to throw a smoke grenade and then end your turn, really. I don't know why. I guess that's so if one of them gets killed immediately also have a smoke grenade. I don't know. Some people like to smoke the inside of the Sky Ranger. I don't think it makes enough difference, but to each their own. You will sometimes get enemies firing into the Sky Ranger. That's fairly problematic. I just kind of... it's fairly problematic. But smoke grenade doesn't tend to stop that. It does. That's how you get off the ramp, by the way. The fastest, the most time unit efficient way. One step onto the ramp, one step off. For some reason, it uses loads of time units walking on the ramp. Some terrain costs different amounts. The ramp is one of those terrains. It costs lots. I'm trying to... There's a bloody UFO. I could probably run you over there, but... Windows. I'm gonna throw this one over here somewhere, I think. We're looking for a barn with an open door, and we're gonna blow every part of the barn up. There's no civilians on this mission, so we're likely to have a less disastrous time than last time. The autocannons. I did get a kill on a 0% autocannon shot last time, and it is a good way to mark, for me, that a unit is... the map ends over here, there's no... You generally want to look out for buildings, and obviously the UFO, where the enemies tend to congregate. We might throw a proxy mob over there. That would be a good idea. They do tend to come out eventually. One thing about proxy bombs, you can't do a grenade relay with them because they arm themselves as soon as they land. Actually, you can, but only if it hits. You can pick it up without setting it off, but if it lands in the town next to you, you have to stand still for the rest of the mission to avoid exploding. I should have moved you back. Rushing already. Jeez. I'm tempted to just fire one over here. I mean, we'll do some autocannon. Sounds like no one came out. So here's probably the safest spot, but I don't think there's anyone over there. Could run. Yeah, go on. Could actually have just shot a hole in the other side of this barn. You've got the bombs. Yeah, we've cleared this. This is fine. There could be a weird angle through these windows. It's not totally safe. I can see quite far through there. Not. Go watch out for that. They're more annoying to deal with than drop regular grenades as well if they get killed holding them. Let's see if we can... Yeah, they've all got 20 strength, haven't they? 20 is the lowest strength a rookie can have as soon as you recruit him. Come back over here. Kind of protected by this hedge. Not in a lot of smoke though. That's not ideal. And I'm expecting them to come out of the UFO. They tend to do that. Yesterday I was playing at, I think 2 till half 3 in the morning. because I was trying to avoid being interrupted. I failed to avoid being interrupted. By interrupted, I mean someone walked past and I got scared and turned my microphone off. I don't know why I'm so timid about someone finding me talking to video game. But I am. This is reality. So if that happens again, I am gonna turn my microphone off again. I heard UFO doors. Don't know if they were the outside UFO doors. Do that for now. We can always blow it up. Oh dear. Got one. If I hadn't stepped out sideways, then he'd probably have got me. If I was playing without alternate movement modes, I'd have wanted to walk back to this tile and then walk diagonally to this tile. I'm gonna cough, so I'm gonna turn my microphone off for a second. That's happened. I don't like all this. I might throw another smoke. By might, I mean I'm looking for one to throw right now. Okay, like properly over here. Then we can start moving people off. The proximity bomb might do enough damage to kill a guy if they come out of there. It might not. Bit worried there might already be one. Yep, there were. Just back off. Another smoke? We have enough money to replace as many smoke grenades as we're gonna use. What? Just throw it. Sometimes me and the game disagree about whether or not they have a line of fire. You're probably fine just standing there. Again, little window. You want to treat windows with suspicion. Get back. He's probably going to try and move. Probably not going to go well for him. Where's the other one? Didn't bring many of the proximity bombs when I said, hey, this is going to be the mission I use them in. Let's see if you can get some... oh, you've at 0 time units. Never mind. Let's try some autocannon reaction fire if he comes forward. Don't want to take the shot, even though it's probably safer. I could just take the shot. There are a lot of my own units in the way. Yeah, go on then. That convinced me. Oh, you've got grenades. Good. We'll just keep doing that on the door while we look around for the ban. You can come over here a bit. You don't have to uncrouch. It's going to be pretty safe over here. I've thrown a paranoid amount of smoke. Do you have anything? Yeah, you've got loads of stuff. Oh yeah, that's the guy at the back of the craft who just has a... Oh right, you can't. In some mods you can right click to unprime. Not in this one. This is not a mod. That'll do. Let's see if one came out again. Oh right, I can't. There's some extra smoke from the previous explosion. Hey, I didn't blow up all the gear. That also means I missed by so much that I don't know if there were a guy there or not, but you gotta look on the positives. We're gonna blow up that gear anyway. Can't find the ban. Somewhere there's sectoids hiding in a ban. Come to about here. Oh. See a ban. I think that might be where this guy came from. I do have to worry about how to breach the UFO at some point with only heavy cannons, auto cannons, etc. The rocket launchers are probably a bad choice. Has the Illyrium exploded? Normally you get a hole in the roof when the Illyrium's exploded, which is good because you can throw bombs in through it. This, I believe, is just no one can see these tiles, so I don't think there's a hole. So we might be able to get Illyrium. That doesn't happen to me often. I think you're going in. That's how we'll just put martyrdom on all of our soldiers. Oh, I'm gonna cough again, I'm really sorry. Feeling a little bit ropey today. I've kind of set up a big grenade zone. I could just take a shot at that ban. Not because it'll do anything, just... Sometimes... I mean, who likes bans? Oh, someone tried to move. He didn't die either. He's either knocked out or fine. They're not great in terms of damage. Pro XCOM tip. Always take the shot with someone who can't see the enemy. That means they can't shoot back. Unless it's a line of sight thing. In this case, it's a smoke thing. Let's try with the auto cannon. Oh, that's the gear gone. Oh, something didn't explode. I could run someone in to pick that up. And then have at least one piece of gear. I'm not sure how many of them are outside the ban, to be honest. I'm not convinced there's many. You're very low on stamina. I killed that little hut quite effectively. Throw another one for now. Yeah, throw one. And we're gonna blow it up with a hand grenade next turn if it doesn't go off. How do I approach this? One interesting problem I've given myself with this run. So I can blow that up next turn. I think if you run over here, that should be okay. Unless you... Actually, that might trip the time bomb. The proximity bomb. Come over here a bit. Alright. What? Detonate that just yet. Change my mind. I want to be here, I think. It's hard to... You use a lot of time units getting in. Kind of scouting with the rocket launcher guy over here. Probably not an ideal situation. Oh, fun thing about just the way XCOM works. All units are right-handed. Even if you put the gun in the left hand, it doesn't matter. So if you're approaching a structure like this with these weird corners, from the right, the aliens will be able to shoot you first around the corner, and you won't be able to... It draws the line of sight from your gun, so you won't be able to shoot back. If you're coming from the left, you'll be able to shoot. The aliens won't, if they're pressed right in against the side of the ship. Everyone's running out of energy. Will you set that off? You're quite far away. I can't see it being more than 5 tiles. It's not more than 5 tiles. I don't normally use them. Another thing, a lot of people like to throw a lot of grenades at the same target, or prime multiple grenades on a Daniel McCarthy kind of 20 strength figure, and then send him off to die in a way where he'll spill grenades all over the floor. That don't work. The first grenades blow up the later grenades. It's tragic, but trying to get an approach angle around my own grenade here. We're looking okay. Just need to figure out with which weapons I intend to take control of the ship. If the Illyrium's not destroyed, there's probably a lot of them in there. Every single tile of this map is smoke. Nope. Right, I think next turn we go. Didn't blow up. Should probably use a heavy cannon to clear this. There was maybe a slight chance of problems. Don't see anyone. Normally you'd kind of hang out outside the door and hope to reaction fire. Don't really have that option. You could stand right in front of the door, or right at the side of the door, and hopefully the UFO hull would block the explosion if you get... Yeah, don't go too near him. You're very brave, Eugene. Okay, you walk sensibly over there. I think we're clear outside. Well, I don't see him. I thought that we were clear last time though, and they were cyber discarded in a 4-tile gap at the back of the map. You don't have that in your hands. Yeah, that must mean you want to breach the UFO. You have a regular grenade, which is kinda disappointing. Alright, let's go. That didn't do the step to the side that I wanted. They're in there. I know they're in there. It's probably a good way to do this, which doesn't involve using Eugene as a suicide bomb. These tiles sometimes give you some measure of cover from some angles, but there's so many weird little... And I can't put 2 people there. You go down here. You take this spot. The UFO hull's so strong that they're not gonna be damaged by explosions through the walls. There is a mod that you can use that makes a mod built in with OpenXCom that you can use to make high explosive packs strong enough to go through UFO walls. It's very silly. It makes them far too powerful. It makes them so powerful when you throw them, you have to turn around and run away, because you can't throw them as far as they'll kill you from. Oh, saw someone. This is the best possible scenario. I don't even have to kill my guy. No one? I don't believe you. How much is it to throw? 15. You can run to there and still have enough to step back. See nothing. They're in the bloody Illyrium room. We're gonna have to prime that. Okay. I don't know how far to put a proximity grenade from the door to the Illyrium room to hopefully blow them up without killing the Illyrium. This is not a problem I commonly face. I think there's someone in here. Or he's just come out. Hoping he'd just come out. Are you gonna hide in that tiny room? Okay, got proxy bombs. Can put those on popular doors, should we feel the need. We have a grenade. Move back to here. Here even. Kinda got this side. This is ours now. Let's just make a... I don't see anyone out here. I think they're all inside. Where did... Okay. Found one. Probably shoot him. Don't know if he's got time units left though. Bloody Illyrium's free. Don't really want to be in there with a primed HE pack. Don't know where else to put you. Should have probably thought about that. You're out of energy as well. You're worth less than the Illyrium. Okay, what we'll do, just in case we get shot running away, put the grenade down. He did not have time units left, which is why he didn't shoot us. Makes sense. You probably open the door. The autocannon, it's very fun to breach UFO with it, but I was gonna say it's inaccurate enough that you can hit your own unit, but that nearly... A perfect mission. We got some of the gear. I think I blew that last guy's stuff up with the bonus grenade. We got some Illyrium. Illyrium's sometimes quite hard to get. It does tend to be exploded. We also got the power source, which is why we got the Illyrium. That's 6 strength. That's what I want to see. Don't really need... I think we've already got a plasma rifle, but I can't remember. Don't really need more than one. Mind probes are great to sell. Normally don't even bother researching them. But I might this time. We don't need these for ages. Look at that. You can sell those as well. You do need these and these eventually. Mind probes you never need. It's an item you can research. That when you've researched it, you can look at an enemy's stats screen. It's one of the most boring things in the world. You know what? That doesn't explode. Get out of here. I can't remember if you need to research it for anything though. I don't think you do. We'll hold on to one as a trophy. We got a positive score in that mission. We got a different word. Excellent. We got a captain. Okay, let's close the month out. Not building anything right now. Let's build more stores. Again, if I start building the stores and it's not finished, do I still pay the 150,000? Oh, however much the maintenance is. It doesn't matter. It's very cheap. I think on base defenses, I think some of your soldiers sometimes spawn at general stores rather than living quarters. Normally, most spawn at living quarters. I'm not 100%. I haven't looked that up. This is just gut feeling, and it's sometimes hard to tell whether different little pieces interconnect. We'll see how the layout here matters at some point, most likely. Just best assured, the default base layout, you'd have to think really hard to make a worse one. If you were just putting pieces down at complete random, you'd probably have a better setup than this. Okay, those are the new rookies. Very small. You're very unlikely to be able to shoot these down without blowing them up. And it's kind of pointless when you do. I did not mean to send the avalanche one. I thought that were the other. Am I good on rockets? You do have to buy all these individually. These are... Oh yeah, I remember what we're gonna do. Let's get some rockets. Yesterday I cared immensely about how many I were left with. Today I don't. You probably want to buy electro flares in case you end up on a night mission. Electro flares don't explode, so I'm not going to buy any. And we wanted a couple more of these. Maybe not these. Eh. Looks good. How much is that? 200,000. Cool 200k. Good. Am I researching? Yes. Oh yeah, I want buying scientists because they're expensive, I remember. So China got mad because of the incident. But on the whole, we gained monthly income. We had a positive score. And we've made people happy. We're slightly less dangerous than the aliens. Score matters in this game. The aliens doing alien things gives them points, which takes score away from you. And then you add to that, you gain points from researching, and you gain points from however many it says at the end of a mission. So you want to keep an eye on that. If you finish badly in the negative 2 months in a row, I think that's a game over. Also, if you finish 2 months in a row with negative money. We're going to buy more scientists. I should probably make more living quarters. I don't know. I'm alright on living quarters. This is fine. Maybe more living quarters, and then another lab. People will tell you want to keep your labs away from where the fighting's going to be. Because very rarely, if enough explosions go off in a lab, could happen this run, to be honest, it'll delete it from your base at the end of a base defense. I say, just don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. It's fine. You're fine. You're doing well. You're doing a good job. This will get us set up for bringing on more scientists next month. Oh yeah, they're not here yet. Probably not going to play for very long tonight. Although I am quite happy with the stream title. I just feel a bit rough. That would be alright once I start streaming. This happens sometimes, nothing you can do about it. Interceptors are a bit slow, and sometimes they'll put on a burst of speed and get away. Sometimes you'll catch them back up. Sometimes they'll immediately run away again when you do. Such is life. Hey, we got him. You'll always have time to wait till day with these. Unless you don't, in which case we're probably about to find out. That would be excellent if we were building these. Let's switch project. We want alien allies, probably? I'm not sure how many alien grenades we've got. Probably not many. And we do want Illyrium. Okay. Yeah. Alien allies leads on to armor. Armor's very good. It's not very good about bullets, because bullets are very dangerous in this game. Alien bullets, anyway. Your bullets are pretty rubbish. I think we're alright with medkits. I think medkits are good until you get laser cannons, and then you switch over to laser cannons. Right, yeah. What the personal armor is very good against is tiny bits of damage from being on the fringes of explosions. Which is pretty much our MO. Should be able to get some mileage out of that. We're saving the ACI armor. Just in case. This is a special meme known only to hardened XCOM veterans. It's probably not for what you think. There's a certain type of enemy that shows up with a certain type of snake. That is reported to have a weakness to fire. It's not what we're using it for. I wanted to take a quick look at this as well. I wasn't sure exactly how much damage all our explosions do. These are better than grenades. Why do they work less often? Yeah, that's pretty good. What about the large rockets? Ooh, I was wrong. HE packs are slightly better than large rockets. It's probably just you can't normally. Cyberdiscs can fly, so it's hard to get a good hit on them sometimes. If it's a tile or two out, the damage is reduced the further away from the center of the explosion they are. Damage for explosions is it's 50 to 150% of the listed number, and gets steadily less the further away from the blast you are. Bullet damage is 0 to 200% of the listed number, which means you can hit someone for 0 damage with any gun in the game. Put this away. Silly. Why have you got a rocket launcher when you have 40 accuracy? Let's be real. I wasn't even going to equip these extra ones, but... I'd hoped the grenade people were the ones who'd got the extra strength. One of them did. I still need grenade people. We'll put the rocket launchers back on for the big boy missions. You can't really breach a UFO with them. I mean, I'm sure if you're creative enough, there's a way. If you click this button, it sorts this garbage out for you, by the way. I tend to be a bit messy with it. Oh, can you carry 3? Damn. 1 strength short of the maximum amount of rockets an XCOM soldier can have. You could have it, but you're at the front. Put that on your belt. Change your mind. Take the 3rd rocket. You don't want to go over weight, because you start to lose time units at the start of each turn. Oh, we're at the side. We're in a corner. We're right by the UFO again. You can check what type of UFO it is when you're shooting them down. I always forget. I'm not that bothered if it's the two that are classed as small when you don't know what they are. A medium scout and a large scout. So it's one of those. This looks like a... Don't want to put myself out there and risk being wrong. Yeah, that's a medium. Large, rather. The last one were a large scout as well. If you tile scan, you can see the walls inside. Oh no. No, I'm wrong. I was seeing the walls on the other end. That's a medium scout. Oh. These are new aliens. What? They're not any more they're actually slightly more resistant to explosions than sectoids. But not enough that large rockets aren't gonna do it. Might need more smoke. Where were you just stood? Got you. Slightly easier than trying to get someone out with enough time units to throw the grenade after they've primed it. Don't know where I want it, to be honest. There we go. Sometimes you just feel like more smoke. And it's XCOM, you can have as much smoke as you want. Do you think Julian Gollop judges you by how much smoke you have? He would never. Do you think Jimmy Gallop would think less of you for throwing more smoke grenades? I've always wondered, Jimmy Gallop, I know you're watching this, obviously. Why do the heavy cannons start with the armor-piercing rounds and the autocannon? No one's ever used those, Jimmy. No one's fired a single shot on purpose of that ammunition. We only shoot it when it gets loaded in by default because it's the first one in the game files. So if you don't check and you've got the armor-piercing ammo, that's what you get. Just a quick question for Jim. Watched a stream of Phoenix Point recently. I don't know, man. Lots of people like it. Want more grenades on that door. Oh, we want an autocannon. Actually, we probably shouldn't autocannon them because I'm not seeing a hole in the roof. But I do want to. And there probably are people hiding in there. A thing you can do is, if you throw the proximity bombs at the door, you can just end turn infinite times and just wait for them to come out. They probably will eventually. At turn 20, the aliens all gain knowledge on where your units are, so they'll come out to shoot him. Probably explode himself. That's allowed. I don't know if Jimmy... He might take offense to that. That's a little bit cheeky. One of you has a smoke grenade. Classic. It's you. Want to throw it without him turning around. Because you don't know how time units to turn and throw. Let's get one down over here. I could scout that corner quite effectively by firing a large rocket at this kind of cabbage field. Maybe when I'm... Maybe later. Maybe when I have time units to do it. This is a dangerous spot. Move back a bit, actually. Yeah, someone just came out. He might have gone back in afterwards. He didn't. Two of them came out. That looks like a shot to me. Oh, it's not a good shot. It's two bad ones. Decent. Not sure if I should take this one. The heavy cannons don't do quite as much damage as you'd like, as a general rule. And if I throw a grenade at him, at least I don't have to be there. Yeah. This is pretty dangerous. It's a hard shot for a... snapshot a rocket at him, but that's probably not going to do it either. Maybe this is the best chance. And I was worried. I want to be coming from this side so we can shoot around the corner. You don't really do that with explosives. It's more of a gun thing, because you might still hit the corner. And you don't want to be touching the corner that your rocket goes off in. This could be dangerous. Get in here. Should we run back over? We know there's no one lurking here now. The cabbages are safe. It's a bit sketchy here. Let's get into the side of the ship. Pulled a grenade just for... We were thinking about it really hard. Could have thrown it. He wouldn't have liked it. You don't want to try throwing grenades from around the Sky Ranger. It blocks kind of an annoying amount of space above you. It's hard to keep in mind because the wings stretch out a couple of tiles. These things. These can mess up your grenade arcs. This door isn't open. Uh oh. Okay. I felt like I probably went in the safest spot there. You can see through the... You can see this guy over the roof. Bit tricky, these guys, because they can fly. These are floaters. I had to cough again. Floaters, generally considered the easiest aliens in the game. I'm going to shoot at the building because it's larger than the floater. There's more bits of it that I can hit and still get a good result. Huh. Well, now the building's gone and I've still got to hit him. Shows what I know. You're definitely moving. I can't really take the big shot. It messes with smoke a bit. Does elevation. So you're not always as safe as you think when you're using terrible turtle strategies. Got rid of the pesky building. It's a pretty clear shot now. Easy one. Floaters are generally considered the easiest. They're actually slightly more dangerous than individual sectoids, but they don't have as many tricks up the sleeves. They have a worse terror unit, and they can't do mind control, which we saw last time. Sectoid, only the high-ranking ones. I think the squad leaders can do. I think I've definitely got plasma rifles. The Forgot where I was going. It's so juicy. I want to sell it all. We're good. I can't remember what I was going to say. It just went mid-sentence. That's terrible. I was talking about flaws. I was saying they were bad. Oh yeah, mind control. Only sectoid leaders can do it. There's another type of alien that can do it, but we won't be seeing them for a while. Hopefully we won't be seeing them for as long as possible. They're pretty nasty. Why'd I keep this? Hang on to these for now. We're pretty good on money. Probably gonna come off when the Terra mission happens, because that last one took me a while. Excellent. The engineers will pay for himself. That's why they're here. Making cool $1 million a month just off selling XCOM brand medikits. Also, where's my personal medikits when I'm thinking? They don't explode, they're not going on the Sky Ranger. Medkits are a bit fiddly in this. They're easy enough to use, it's just, like everything, it's made more complicated than it needs to be. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Jim Gallup. For smalls, it's fine to just use the little rockets. This is... oh, never mind. I think we're over land. I'm like 70% sure. Good. Yeah. Middle of France? Well, not the middle of France, obviously. It is day. We're good to go, I think. What? Are these guys... yeah, we can get rid of Toshio and Daniel. I'll do this one and then probably come off. Oh god, I think I might be dying of the T virus. Unknown. With these, it stays unknown for ages. Like 80% of the time, it'll be unknown. Bothers me. After that, it'll say poor or average, and then it'll just be done in 10 seconds. With basically all research is. I'm kind of puzzled by Phoenix Point. I kind of wanted to talk about that at some point, I think. Well, you might as well have a rocket launcher. This guy's good. This guy's he's got some issues with his aim. Give him a smoke instead of a... yeah. I was kind of looking forward to Phoenix Point, and then the more I saw about it, the less interested I was. The whole kind of... people are talking about the XCOM genre. I think I tend to like the games, but then there's some big ones that I just... this is a really not good spawn, by the way. There is a ban here. Bans very frequently have aliens in. For example, I'm gonna shoot between the landing gear and the ramp, perfectly killing the alien. Somewhere, something just exploded. Oh, got a couple of them. You don't need to be that close with the large rockets, especially against sectoids. This is another tiny one, I believe. Probably. I think this is the edge of the map. Yeah, it's a baby one. The first 4 people on the Sky Ranger all have rocket launchers. That isn't ideal. Also not ideal, the Sky Ranger's just overlooking the door. How sure are we that that was not one lurking in there? One way to find out. Do want to get out of the Sky Ranger in this instance. I am actually going to smoke the inside of the craft. Don't do that often. This case, there's a very long sight line between me and where they're coming from. Even though with the elevation it might work funny. Still gonna do it. Probably the best idea. Oh yeah, you just threw the smoke grenade. I know why you're out of time units. I'm worried about this little hedged area. I don't trust it. Okay, that was reaction fire. If you've left a guy with enough time units to shoot, and he has a decent reaction stat, and his weapon has fairly cheap snapshots, there's a chance they'll fire when an alien spends a bunch of time units in front of him. You can only reaction fire against things that you're looking at unless it hits you. If someone shoots you in the back, you can spin around and shoot them if you don't die, and if the other conditions are met. Normally, the way you find this out is some of the bigger aliens. I think I've got a heavy plasma. I'm fairly sure I've got plasma pistols. We don't need those. Don't need those. And the Illyrium blew up, so we don't get any. They're a really quick mission. Let's keep going. How much gubbins have I got? 100 Illyrium, that's alright. I did have... How did I get a second one of all these? That's another 400,000. People... A lot of people who are new to the game complain about the cost of soldiers. They're 40,000 and then another 40,000 at the end of each month, and they get through a lot of them. When you're starting out, you will get through a lot of soldiers. I think these people don't realize the value of all the things that they're picking up when they go on missions. It's fiddly to keep going into the menu and sell all this garbage. OpenX comes a bit better about it. You can, if you sell all of a thing in the sell screen, the next time it'll assume you want to sell all of that thing. Next time you finish a mission, and you get some of it. She's handy. OpenXCom has tried to streamline this all a bit. Is it like the 6th? We've had 2 missions this month. I didn't like Xenonauts at all. The thing with Xenonauts, I couldn't... Another one. This doesn't normally happen. The thing with Xenonauts, I put it on quite a hard difficulty. I didn't put it on the maximum difficulty. I put it on like the second hardest, just for my first run. That one shot us. That's probably... Yeah, that's a large scout. The thing is, I was winning all the missions, and I was losing on the geoscape. The aliens kept flying over water and bombing things, and I couldn't do anything about it because I can't build bases on water. And I was losing funding every month just from this random garbage happening that I wasn't even involved in. I didn't like the graphics. Everything looked a bit wonky. I don't know. I do genuinely think the art style of this one, it's got a lot of charm to it, and I understand there's some nostalgia there. Like, it's not... These aren't the best graphicals. I got it. I think we're right at the back. This is the end of the map. We're in the corner. Excellent. Yeah, it were kind of slow and weird, and everything looked dodgy. One for me. Which that was the first time I'd experienced not being into a game in the XCOM-like genre. A lot of them are very rad. I'm gonna blow up this ban. Why would be the best point to shoot? Do I fire in through the door? I think we do. Okay, never mind. We'll shoot in through the window. See, really talented XCOM players, like properly talented XCOM players, you just know when there's a guy in the ban. You don't need to look. You just sense there's a sectoid in the ban. I'm gonna shoot it with a rocket. It's fine. I don't know whose bans these all are. I'm sure they don't mind. See, I like these missions where there's no civilians. You get to really enjoy yourself. Gonna move you out a little bit. Why are you doing that and not walking diagonal? Never mind. There could be another one in there. You never know. Oh, there's the UFO. Door, I believe, is either on this side or this side every time. You can go through these fields if you shoot the fences out. It's also the bloody wheat slows you down. I think we take this building and use that to scout up north. There's probably not that many enemies not in the UFO. I do want more smoke down that way. Get back over here. Could blow up. Could blow up something. I'm always looking for something to blow up. Xenonauts. I was talking about Xenonauts. Yeah, games in the XCOM genre. I don't know, I've heard a lot of reviews about Phoenix Point that it's better than XCOM because you have more options. You can free aim, you can target individual parts of enemies. It all looks very fiddly. And people are talking shit about Jake Solomon, my man, and his game. The new XCOMs, I don't like them as much as the old one. But please, if you're into the XCOM genre, understand how good a job Jake Solomon did of making turn-based combat fun for people who don't play turn-based combat. Like, there are loads of people who just say, I don't play turn-based games, they are boring. And that's the end of it. And now, some of those people say, I don't play turn-based games, except for XCOM. You had enough time units when I looked. You turned. Why'd you turn? You could have made that shot without turning. Let's go check if there's a guy over there. Oh. There's a guy over there. It's very cheesy, he's just spotting them and running away. This is why I like to play this game, to just relax. You get 3 sectoids hiding in a barn, you shoot the barn for no reason, and it kills one of them. The other 2 jump out to see what's happening. It doesn't go well. You have like 40 strength. Yeah, you can probably chuck it down here. Yeah, people with high strength can throw stuff for miles. It depends on the weight of the item you're throwing as well, but as a general rule, people with good strength are good throwers. I wouldn't worry about the throwing accuracy stat. I still don't know if it does anything, but even if it does, it doesn't do more than having good strength. I'm worried there'll be like a little gap here. Take a little bit of a step back. Yeah, I think the new XComs, they just look and feel so good to play. I don't see why were all these people who are mad about XCOM when they were playing XCOM. There's a lot of people who don't like XCOM 2, and I can see it. Oh, I'm getting interrupted again. I'm back. They would not leave. I'm talking about XCOM 2. XCOM 2, to be honest, I didn't like the best game. I mean, it was fun for like a playthrough or two, but I don't know. It's the destroy all enemies in one turn or be destroyed by obscenely powerful enemy abilities that just instantly disable you guys without needing to make a dice roll or do free damage to everyone in the universe. Right, maybe don't hug that guy in case a grenade comes in. Yeah, I can see why there were people mad about that. And then War of the Chosen, it were I liked it better, but to a lot of people it was just adding too many extra fiddly bits that weren't quite explained as well as they could be. Uh-oh. Oh. Where did he come from? He's hiding behind the band that all of his friends are in. Is there anyone else back there? Oh, I see. Don't know how he didn't see me. He probably just didn't have enough time units to shoot. Oh yeah, I checked this last time, didn't I? I was going to check up here, but I forgot. Now I don't have enough time units. I want to get in here, and then we get to think about how we go inside again. How do we make that happen? You're a captain. You probably shouldn't be leading this charge. Peek with someone. Not you, because you're out of time. Yeah, you're stamina. My favorite stat. Oh, you got the end back off there. I turned it back on too soon. Sorry. So, yeah, there were people at the time saying they weren't that into XCOM 2. I get it. You kind of need mods to make it good. It's a good thing that they did with the mods, though. They made it pretty moddable. I made a voice pack for XCOM 2. I will never post it because it's bad and I didn't tile it properly and I probably messed something up along the way. The volume's too quiet. And it's of someone no one will ever have heard of. It's an obscure UK battle rapper who was an in-joke in my house at the time. Nothing. What are they doing in there? Where are the grenade men? Need you at the front. I think it's 4 tiles of smoke. Is the cat see you from outside of it? A lot bigger map when it's medium scale, large scale. What were I talking? Oh, forget my voice. Yeah, it was UK battle rapper Sleepy G. I started another one of another UK battle rapper, Eek the Alien. They're both very bad battle rappers as well. That's important for the star. Wow, very bad. We made jokes about them at the time. You can't be mean to a guy who's gonna get up on stage like that. The stream title today is ripped from a battle rap as well. Prey in a battle rap. XCOM and battle rap, that's my life. Ask me anything about either. I got you covered. How do you breach this UFO with only explosives? Watch and learn. Still not coming out. Ooh, hiding. Okay. Gotta find a safe spot for the HE pack guy. Can't prime his thing yet. So you go here. You can peek in next turn. If someone walks out and walks along here, he'll reaction fire and blow everyone up. You can zero his time units. So he won't do that. I don't know if it's better if he does or doesn't do that. He probably won't blow this guy up. I don't want him to blow 2 guys up, but if he only blows himself up, you know, it's 40,000 for another rookie who'll blow himself up just as well as the last one. I think we're safe out here, which is why I'm making that particular move. Probably should make sure. I'm worried about walking this way. If I'm coming up diagonally, I can see everything over here and over here. If I'm going this way, I can't see anything over there. And there's still dark bits. At this point, I think they're probably all inside, but you never really know. That cost more time units because I was running to wheat. I almost didn't have enough. Ah, bloody windows. Hate 'em. You can make your own windows with a rocket launcher, so I don't see why anyone needs a permanent window. A pre-imposed window. I think we're probably just trying to find all the grenade guys and go inside now. That scared me. Even though I threw it. Damn, that sucks. Can't shoot him from here. I'm right-handed, and he's also right-handed, which means he has a line of sight. If I can't see him from here, then I'm good. Why? That's the same tile. New plan. You, go die. What I should have done is throw someone else the bomb. Maybe more smoke will help. Yeah, I've been making moves like that. I should have thrown the autocannon guy, the Hetchy pack, and then... Nah, that wouldn't have worked either. It's in a really awful spot. Because all my guys are right-handed, and he is also right-handed. So I'm gonna... Maybe... Nah, pull back. Just killing himself for nothing. I wanna. Probably shouldn't. Could throw a proxy bomb. He might blow up the smoke. No, that's not how things work. I don't have a proxy bomb. That does make that strategy somewhat less effective. The hedge will save me, even if there's a guy up here. Let's see what he does. Hope he moves. Okay. Commander, get out of there. You probably shouldn't be leading the charge here. It's time to prime the HE packs. You don't have any stamina left, which is kind of a problem. Okay. You can also prime a HE pack. Next turn, because you don't have enough time units. HE packs, like grenades, will not go off if you're holding them, so I could have him drop it and then someone else pick it up. I don't want to blow anyone else up though. Only that guy. This guy specifically, and maybe a Hardy over there. No one else has offended me as greatly as they have. Godspeed. He's back. He's got a lot of time units left. He's gonna reaction fire again when I throw this, but that's what the sacrificial rookies are for. And hey, the grenade got where it was going. Do it again. If he'd have had better reaction stat, he might have been able to do that without getting killed. Ha! This is a tricky throw. A lot of corridor it can get stuck on. Could go over there. And then if they come out of this door, they'll probably explode. I do want to try and get him though. What were I worried about? Nothing. Still more. You don't have anything. I like to open the door with someone else than the person who's going through the door. That's a precarious spot. Good luck. Again, this corridor, it's really hard to tell if you're going to be shot from here. Might need more boys over here. It's getting hairy. Oh, he bloody missed! Actually, I'm not sure I can effectively deal with him with this weapon. Really? Commander? Well, that got him. If he reaction fires, he'll almost certainly kill himself. The grenade will do its job. Don't worry about it. Okay, no one else can go there because they'll blow the commander up. Hey! One boy dead, it's fine. You were one of the grenade people. He liked... He did what... You were doing what I loved. Being killed by plasma. Plasma bullets. We've got so much stuff. You don't normally find this many intact Illyrium power sources. Might sell another navigation. I think you don't need more navigations than power sources, and you always find twice as many. By the way, all these are items in the map that you can break. That's why I didn't want to go in the room in the middle the other time. It's because that's where the power source is. It's the weird red. I was trying to say red. It's not. It's not normally a difficult word. It's the weird red thing in the very middle of the ship. We haven't seen a power source be blown up in one of these UFOs. There were in one of the small ones, but don't make a hole in the roof and it doesn't change the layout. The navigations are the little pink computers at the front, at the northmost end of the UFO. And by north, I mean this direction, the way the arrow's pointing. Yeah, that's good. How much is that? 1.5 million. Oh, but wait, we lost a guy. We need to buy another guy. Ah, they're a sergeant. I wouldn't have given him the grenades if I'd have known. One thing I'll do before I come off, because I am now coming off. First I'm going to buy another boy. This is a thing that's just in Open XCOM. So this to come back and put another boy on it. And it's amazing. Yeah, diary, soldier diaries. This used to be a separate mod, and it were really annoying because the main Open XCOM kept getting updated, and it kept breaking the mod over and over again, and it took ages for the guy to update it. Sorry about that. You can see what they did. Oh no, that was quite a negative score. Killed an engineer with a rocket launcher. I don't know, it's really cool. You can see what they did, what weapons they used. I like to in some mods where there's loads of weapons. Just ignore that. I try and fill out this list to be as long as I possibly can. The accuracy thing is wrong, by the way. It doesn't work well. I don't know what it's counting. Sometimes it'll be higher than 100%, even if your units missed a lot of shots. Other times it'll be weirdly low, even if you're using a rocket launcher to kill civilians. The score is the combined score of all the missions that went on. 2 large scouts, 2 medium scouts. And you can see where they went on missions. Really cool. You can see how long they've been wounded for in total. You can see how many people he's blown up with his rocket launcher. And you can also see the same stuff about your people who've died. Was killed by a sectoid engineer with a plasma rifle. He's the guy who took out the Cyberdisc with the HE pack. Cyberdiscs are terrorists rank, by the way. That just means they're the special unit that only shows up in terror ships and a couple of other places. Mission's classified as a win, even if you get negative points. You have to, if you wipe out all the enemies, it's a win. If you have one guy left at the end of the mission, and you kill the last alien, it's a win. Also in that situation, depending on what mission you were doing, you probably made positive score. XCOM are for using up, and you know, you don't want to get too attached. There's no heroes here, just meat. we can buy new meat. It costs $40,000. Less than a scientist who will never fight. He'll sit here talking about alien allies for his whole life. Less than the marketing team. Actually, it's like the same, isn't it? No, slightly less than the marketing team who just sell medkits to everyone. And that is end of stream 2. I hope you had fun if you watched. That's going to be me. Next time we'll probably have a terror mission, or we'll be bombarded by UFOs again. I'm saving twice on the same slot. Goodbye.